The blockade worked his steer, until one ship decided it didn't.
3 a.m. Black Sea, one line in red, one phone in the dark, one man out of bed. 6 tankers turned back, everybody knew the rule. Then one ship kept coming like the map was a fool. Pitch black water, no moon, no sound, just a blockade ring trying to lock it down. Then a cargo hold rise through the edge of the frame. Chinese flag in the dark and it never changed lane. 2 steel shadows right behind the wake. Played escorts, now the whole straight shake. U.S. destroyer cuts hard through the bow. Like truths right now, written into the prow. Radar bloom bright in the combat room. 3 contacts lined up like the start of a tomb. Civilian in front, 2 warships behind. That ain't a convoy, that's a message by design. Captain on the freighter, don't say one word. Just glances once back, then pushes half a turn. Throttle moves slight, but the meaning hit hard. This ain't a test ship, this is a political charge. Keep sailing through the line, through the thread, through the warning tone. Keep sailing when the whole world knows you should've turned back home. Keep sailing, no shots fired, but the pressure breaks. Keep sailing, that's how a blockade turns into what it can't take. 72 hours, that's what he gave. 72 hours, and they still made waves. No missile flew, no empire fell, but the sea itself started telling on the spell. Trump wake up hard in the cold blue light. Headline on the screen cut straight through night. Chinese flagship in the blockade zone. That's the kind of sentence that can break a throne. Sitcom room with the Gulf map red. One blue line moving straight through the dread. Escorted by destroyers, no reply to calls. And every officer feels the room get small. In Beijing, one finger rests on homers. No speeches, no fury, no dramatic moves. And Admiral slides 2 markers behind one more. That's how you redraw war without saying war. U.S. loudspeaker breaks on the sea air. Out the coast now, but nobody cares. The fire holds straight, not 1 degree bit. That silence right there was the real event. On the Chinese bridge, commander stays still. Radio hisses, but he don't speak will. One slow hand forward, engines rise a touch. Sometimes history changes without saying much. Keep sailing through the line, through the thread, through the warning tone. Keep sailing when the whole world knows you should have turned back home. Keep sailing, no shots fired, but the pressure breaks. Keep sailing, that's how a blockade turns into what it can't take. 72 hours, that's what he gave. 72 hours, and they still made waves. No missile flew, no empire fell, but the sea itself started telling on the spell. In the war room, one sentence hits like lead. If we fire naval clash with China ahead, second voice comes cold from the other wall. If we blink, the blockade dies by dawn. That's all, that's the trap right there. That's the box they made. One pass says war, one pass says blockade fades. And on the Iranian coast, they're watching through glass. Missile trucks under tarp, just waiting to pass. Let them choose. One spotter says low. Radar wakes up deep inland with a hidden glow. No need to move when the giants freeze. Powers in the silence in the offshore breeze. Markets crack before the gun goes live. Oil shoots vertical, shipping rates dive. Eka says no shots fired yet on the wall, but the numbers already know the cost of a fall. In a private office, one line gets bored. Get Beijing 72 hours before dawn. And Nate at the doorway goes cold in the frame, cause the deadline's out strong, so you gotta enforce the name.
Folders stacked under fluorescent hum. Sanctions, naval options, pressure to come. Tick, tick, a deadline only matters if the world believes. Tick, 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 and belief dies fastest out on these seas.
Daylight hits and the first ship holds. Then a second hull blooms on radar gold. Now it ain't one challenge, now it's pattern and proof. One ship is defiance, 2 ships shake the roof. Brussels watching with the coffee gone cold. If he escalates, Europe pays, gets told. If he doesn't, everyone sees it, says another in pain. Both outcomes look like lost in a different lane. Moscow moves when chess piece is nothing more. Beijing reads the ultimatum, sets the tablet